talk about the Beats1 thing? I didn't listen.
I listened because I'm in too deep. .mp3. And it was so much fun. It was actually a lot of fun.
It was pre-recorded, right?
Yeah, they recorded it
when they were in LA?
Monday morning after KCON.
Okay, and that's when that black girl got that FaceTime with them,
and then
right?
she requested Stronger by Kanye. Like, not even Ultralight Beam, like, Stronger, like... Not even something from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, like, Stronger, like... And she was really sweet. I actually follow her on Twitter. She's really cute. But she was like, I don't know if, like, all of y'all have heard this song, but, like, it's one of the first songs that I, like, really, really liked. So I thought you all should listen to it.
What?
I mean, she's probably, like, 17.
Oh, okay.
So, like, she skipped school the first day of school. So many people, like, were skipping school to, like, do the FaceTime thing. Actually, I think their first caller was from the Dominican Republic, and she was, like, in class. And they're like, oh, are you, like, in class right now? And she's like, yeah. And they're like, oh, can we say hi to the teacher? And she's like, no, I'm hiding. And she was, like, straight up under the desk with her headphones in. And I'm like, okay, sis.
That'd be me.
But it was really cute to see them interact. I couldn't actually see them interact because it was just radio, so I guess I'll have to scour the tube for the video footage. But Johnny was such an instigator.
Yeah, because sounds about right.
Like for like every other like fan request or whatever, like anytime they would FaceTime someone, I mean for every single theme, I guess just to make the show more interesting, he would ask, oh, what's your favorite part, blah blah blah, what do you really like about this song, why did you request it, blah blah blah. But then like every other like FaceTime or whatever, he would just be like, oh, so what's your favorite part? So you like this member, right? Or like this one guy, I think he was the only guy who called in or who got called, but he was like, I really want to hear Mad City, and he's like, oh, who do you prefer, Mark or Taeyong? And I was like, who asked you? Like, who? We're all having fun, being fed as in citizens, and here you come. There are 2 rappers on this song. Which one do you like more? It was so unnecessary. But then it was really cute. It was really cute. Like he said Mark because he's a Mark stan, and I think it was Do-young. People were saying it was Do-young. It was like Taeyong hates you. And it was just really funny and cute and adorable. And then
did Jaehyun speak any English?
He did. He only spoke in English, but he didn't really speak that much.
Oh, that's good.
But it was really great.
I feel like I need that Johnny and Jaehyun collaboration solo duet thing because I really feel like both of them will sound like the guy. Like, you know, did you ever watch that? I'm sure you have, actually. That video when they're introducing, like, when they're still rookies, they're introducing, like, their showcase or whatever. And, like, Mark and Johnny are talking, and then Jaehyun's like, yeah, I lived in
America for 4 years.
That's
why I'm here, man. I lived in America for 4 years. why I'm here, man. I have that memorized by heart. That's like my chicken joke. It should be dead, but it's too good. It's too good to let go.
So I feel like Johnny would be like the Baraka kick kick guy, and then Jaehyun would come in like, man's is hot, man's gonna get hot.
Oh my gosh, they're so cringy. They're so cringy. So cringy. Okay, the thing. Okay, I'm trying to think of the highlights. Okay, the main highlight was. This isn't a main highlight at all. I'm just a Jaehyun stan, but like he requested Versace on the Floor by Bruno Mars. And he said that.
Who?
Jaehyun.
Oh.
And he plays this song so much, it's annoying. But like he was just like, yeah, it's I like listening to like calm music when I go to sleep. So this is like a really relaxing song that I listen to before I
sleep.
Like he said that before he said Versace
he's
on
dark
the floor.
sided.
And then he was like, yes, so Bruno Mars Versace on the floor. I was like,
dark sided.
Okay.
Completely dark sided.
But like he kept it like whatever. And he was like, yeah, it's just really relaxing and blah 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 blah. And then Johnny's like, yeah, it's a real mood maker.
Dark sided.
Like, nigga, don't y'all sleep in the same room? Like, why would who says that? Johnny says that. If you don't know, Versace on the Floor is very explicitly like, hey babe, you look great in that Versace, but I prefer you naked, and that Versace on the floor. Literally, let's make love and have sex. Yeah, that's what the song is. And they put like, and like we all know that's what the song is. So like it was just like, okay. And then Taeyong, this isn't related to the Beats1 show in particular, but like Taeyong's taste in music is like eerily similar to mine. So that's why you might see him like creeping up my bias. I don't have a bias list in NCT. It's literally Jaehyun and like everyone else. And then Johnny. But then Taeyong's like a really strong one in everyone else. Cause like his music taste is really interesting. His request was also pretty boring, but it was like a more interesting boring. And I think it was from Finland or something. I didn't catch all of it because I have a life, but when I started listening, they were playing like this Parisian rapper. I'm not sure who requested that, but that was interesting. And then win-win.
Oh,
win-win. 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 Let's win-win. He said that again, and like it was so corny, but it was so precious. And then he requested City of Stars from La La Land.
Oh.
And I wanted to be mad, but it's on it like I'm a La La Land auntie, but like City of Stars is actually memorable. It sounds at least like an imitation of a classic, so I really can't be mad. But Winwood's voice is so lovely and deep, and I think that was my first time hearing his voice really. don't know why, but I always get offended when like they choose to play Fire Truck when they don't have to. And like that was one of the songs that they didn't have because like what they did, they asked people to send in voice notes. So of course, like so if a bunch of people requested a song, they would play a bunch of voice notes and then they would play that song. Of course, the first one was Whiplash. Second one was Baby Don't Like It, I think. Yeah.
I hope they got it from that. That's interesting. Actually, it's not interesting. Like, it actually makes a whole bunch of sense. But I bet to them they were like, oh, they don't like our title songs? Like, no, nigga, we're nasty. Like,
But then, actually, another really funny one was like, they FaceTimed this one girl. I think she was in Malaysia. No, she was in Singapore. And, I forgot. I think there was like a Jaehyun like poster, like photo card behind her. And Johnny was like, oh, so like, you really like Jaehyun, right? And she was like, yeah, but I like all of you equally or whatever.
that'd be me.
So she like low-key curved him, and I was like, oh, sis. It's cool too.
I would just feel bad.
Like, it was so awkward because like from the pictures I saw of them like FaceTiming, like Jaehyun was really attentive to everyone. So like he was probably looking her in the face when she was like, I guess. I think she actually said I guess. Like, it was really awkward. And then what's his face? Haechan. Haechan's honestly a troll. Because like his whole thing is like he's in Michael Jackson stan. So I was like, you have the whole discography of Michael Jackson to choose from. Guess which song he chose?
Please don't tell me it was like Love Never Felt So Good.
Okay, so it could have been worse. But he chose The Girl Is Mine.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw you tweet that actually.
What kind of?
Okay, I feel like that. Okay.
Call now.
Okay.
All your favorite easy listening classics.
I can defend that. I can defend that.
I was happy. Again, it was like City of Stars. That general genre, I'm not setting time out of my day to listen to this kind of music. But that particular song, classic Mike. Classic. An easy listening bop. But still at the same time, like, I'm happy it wasn't Smooth Criminal. But like, you have the whole, like, She's Out of My Life, Girlfriend. Human Nature. Like, you have so many songs to choose from. Like, what? I honestly felt like I was being trolled a little bit. And then they sealed it all up. I think Teo. Yeah, I think Teo like requested like an R&B song, and it was really good. And I was like, thank you. It was still boring.
Teo's a real one.
It was still boring. He's a real one. Still chill, but it was a nice boring and chill. Like, thank you. So like literally.
Okay.
Out of all of them, only Taeyong and Teo requested like really good songs, and then Johnny sealed it all up with Coldplay. And that's why we need to fight. Like, it's really simple. And it was a nice Coldplay song, but it was still a Coldplay song. And it was just like, I took time out of my day. I rushed back from work to listen to Coldplay. It's But then they closed with Cherry Bomb, and it was really awesome. No, they didn't close with Cherry Bomb. First, they played Mark. I almost disowned him, but he saved himself because he started out, I'm a really big Justin Bieber fan, so yeah, I chose this song because it's like really meaningful and stuff and blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, sis. So I was like already like excusing him because he was a Purpose believer, because he was like the song he chose was Purpose, off of Purpose.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, you're a Purpose believer. You're here for the music and just the music. But then Johnny was like, oh, so you're a believer, and Mark was like, no, but he didn't say it like that. He was like, oh no, I didn't really become. I wasn't as much of a Justin Bieber. His training is so good. Like that kid.
I believe
like I actually believe in him. I'm gonna stop saying it so much so that I don't mess anything up. But like, I believe in him. On the dot, he was just like, no, I wasn't as much of a Justin Bieber fan as I am now until like he came out with Purpose, and I was like, I raised my child correctly. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of us. I'm proud of the human race. So then they played Purpose, and I tuned it out, and then yeah, they played Cherry Bomb, and then they closed, and it was overall very, very cute, and it made me regret every single decision I made in the month of August. Because I saw the call for like requests and voice notes and things, but I just never got around to doing that because I was really depressed. And like, actually no, the thing that got me was there were these two girls who got a FaceTime call, and they basically just promoted their YouTube channel, and they're like, yeah, we just made a video about you guys, so like now like NCT's like straight up gonna watch them because like mine as well. And it's like like Jaehyun's gonna recognize their existence 2 times, and like I just regretted every decision I made in the month of August because I could have sent a request, I could have sent a voice note, they could have recognized my existence, but no, I was too depressed to do anything, so I was just like, meh. But it was overall a very cute little engagement.
You know, there might be other times, because I feel like Apple really likes them. I feel like
what kind of money does SM have? Like, I'm just... This isn't a diss. This isn't shade. I'm just trying to think of the logistics. Like, I'm trying to think of realistic ways that, like, this stuff just happens. Because, like, I mean, first performance
you
of
know,
the
it'd be
Apple
really
Store.
cool. Like, instead of Johnny and Jaehyun having their like a radio show in Korea, if they did like their own radio show through Apple, kind of like what Drake has with OVO Radio, that's released specifically on Apple Music.
I would have to get an iPhone next. I mean, I paid $5 for this month just to listen to them because I was too lazy to like make another account to get a free trial. That's not love. I don't know what it is.
So, and that'd be really cool. I hope I really hope they don't fuck it up. But like, they've dropped the ball on so many things. Like, I really hope they do right by NCT. And I mean that as NCT as a collective.
The whole shebang bang.
Like, I really need my NCT JPN. Like, I need it.
Wait, NCT what?
JPN. Japan.
That's true. Aren't they? Oh my gosh! Aren't we getting NCT for Christ?
Are we?
There's gonna be Matthew, Mark, Lucas, Johnny. Because people were talking about, like, there was some random guy whenever they went to Bangkok. Was it Bangkok? Or they were in Southeast Asia recently. And there was, like, some random guy that some people are, like, thinking might be a trainee, and his name is Matthew. So, like, I'm gonna need them to stop one good time. Mama lets me get work and get Kirk Franklin out there. NCT surprised. NCT, are you with me? Oh yeah, we got the church when you're going nowhere.
Oh my god, that would honestly be hilarious. Like,
I'm stupid. And it's a number 4, because gotta keep it hip.
right.
To reach the youth.
No, I need NCT, Southeast Asia, SEA.
How does that work? Is
KNSU.
it gonna be a bunch of Southeast Asians singing in Korean?
I don't know.
Because, like, Lucas is from, Malaysia, I think.
Yeah. I need NCT Japan, but it's weird because NCT 127, whatever, they're debuting in Japan, and it's like,
What does that mean?
Like, I really hope SM is not pulling an EXO and like, oh, this concept that we originally brought up, it's
I'm
dead.
pretty sure
We're just gonna go with this
I'm
group.
pretty sure, like, the whole, like, there's gonna be the whole
Don't ruin
AKB48,
Stop it.
SNH 52, HKH 79. I don't think they're gonna do that.
It just makes me upset because I was excited. I want my NCT South America.
Oh my gosh.
But they are doing, SM is doing auditions in Chile and a couple of other countries. But there's a lot of Koreans in Chile, so.
But I'm still shocked. Like,
imagine if we had NCT with some, like, Latin flair up in there, bitch.
I'm so trifling. After a whole segment saying, but he's 6 foot, I'm just roasting Johnny. Not Johnny's. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
But I just need
Me llamo
SM
Johnny.
to, like, I need SM to steal Kim Samuel and just make him the leader of, like, NCT
It's so sad, because, like, he's not very, I guess, connected to his Latin heritage.
Mexican roots.
So, like, it's really awkward. Like, whenever someone mentions it, he's just kind of like,
Oh, so are his parents not together?
So he's, like, basically been, like, since we've seen him. He's basically just been with his mom, and his mom really wanted to move back to America because, like, living in Korea as a single mom was really hard, and, like, he insisted on staying back to, like, train and stuff. So yeah, that's why he always talks about his mom. And, like,
I still have not watched an interview or anything.
That's what I read from, like, people who've been following 17.
But you know what I thought was super funny is that, and Erica called this, she was like, as soon as Brave Entertainment announces something for Samuel, YG is immediately going to announce something for One. And that's exactly what they did. And, like, One's music is a huge disappointment. Like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I came for. I'm not happy.
Samuel's
But
is
Samuel's
brilliant.
thriving, so.
Brilliant. I don't care. I don't care what anyone has to say. His debut is brilliant. Re-debut, whatever you want to say.
Thriving. Thriving. Just let him feature on one, like. Oh, I need Silent Toe to have another hit, and I need him to let Samuel just feature.
Brave brother. Oh my gosh, you know what should happen? Samuel should have an SM station with Mark after NCT has their growl.
That would be really cool. I just think SM needs to steal Samuel. Like, I freaking hate SM, but like, I feel like they need to steal him.
Maybe like something really naive in me would hope, like, since he has some sort of following / whatever, he would have better footing as far as a contract and like treatment would go.
Who can I write to? Like, I'm gonna write
okay, here's my whole thing. SM just needs to hire us.
Yes.
And establish the protocol for other K-pop companies. K-pop is globalizing. The market is huge. It's endless. It's limitless.
Shut up.
Shout out best boy band song of the century. But
really?
like,
really?
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about that song. That song.
Really?
That song.
Really?
Song.
Really? Of the century? Of the century, though?
We're only 17 years in.
I know, but there was a whole 2000, there was a whole 2001, and a whole 2002.
And they were cute, but Limitless was cuter.
How dare you? How dare you? Okay, Backstreet Boys was at their peak in 2000. NSYNC was at their peak of 2002. How dare you? There was a whole B2K, a whole NOT, a whole how
is them but stronger.
How
that's what happens when
NLT,
you procreate.
She said, I said, begs to differ. I need you, Stephanie, to come to your senses.
We should have more debates.
I need you to come to your senses, okay?
I did.
Okay.
And they heard them.
No. I know you love NCT. I know you love them. I love GOT7, but you will never in my life hear me claim that they make music of the century or even music of the year.
Because they're GOT7.
And that's NCT.
We're talking about Limitless here.
Okay, Limitless doesn't even beat EXO's best song. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Limitless is good. It's a great song. Boyband song of the year? Probably. Of the past 5 years? No. Of the past decade? Not even. Of the past century? Are you kidding me? Okay, just give it the accolade it deserves. Best boy band song of the year. It'll probably win best male group at the Mamas or something, and that's what you get. That's it. Keep it pushing. But you are not going to disrespect Backstreet Boys and NSYNC like that. I won't allow it. I won't allow it.
And I will continue to do it.
Who are you? Who are you? What happened to Stephanie?
Life happened.
Limitless happened.
TBH. Like,
wow. You are shook.
Limitless wasn't able to get me into NCT. Like, I really didn't care about NCT for the longest time.
Yeah, what happened? Like, I just cherry
But I
bomb.
still loved Limitless. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay,
I loved that song.
but Limitless isn't even the best song on that mini album.
Boy band song. Talking about a very specific theme.
Yeah, it's still not the best boy band song on that mini album. You're gonna sit there and tell me? You're gonna sit there and actually tell me that, what the fuck is that song called? Damn it. What's that other song?
Back to You.
No. Yes. Back to You. isn't the best song on that mini album, and it's boy band as fuck. It's not even a ballad. It's not a ballad.
I know it's not, but I count it as a ballad since I don't like ballads.
It's a boy band song that has a rap. You're just getting L's all over this episode. I think we should end it before I get worse. How dare you? Boy band song of the century. Of the century. How dare you? How?
That's what it sounds.
That's the disrespect to replay.
I love all of these songs.
The disrespect.